Hello Capricorn and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for the week ahead for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. So hope you're well, Capricorn. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome. We have miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So miracles are when we receive blessings from above. And it has a profound effect on us. You know, with miracle energy, we feel blessed. Coming out in your reading this week for a reason, I feel. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Capricorn? Angels, spirits, guides, message for Capricorn. Archangel Michael, message. So we have number 26, recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. Could be some advice for you. You might also be seeing powerful signs. I mean, I talk about birds in the garden, feathers, white feathers, robins, doves. But ultimately, you know, when spirit guides us with signs, it's generally signs that we are aware of, that mean something to us, that we would recognize on a personal level. So be aware this week, clearly. It could also be intuitive guidance as well. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Capricorns for the week ahead? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. Weekly tarot reading for Capricorn for the week ahead. Thank you. Overarching energy first. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Okay. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Cups. The Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. We have Judgment. We have the Page of Wands. The Six of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. So the blessing is something new is opening up for you here, Capricorn, and I feel that you're being told to trust it. Because the energy here is something that you've put a lot of time and energy into. You're feeling it's not worth that time and energy anymore. It's not going anywhere. And it might well be that that realization is coming to you this week, that something isn't going anywhere and it's time to make some important life choice. The Nine of Cups and Judgment is a scenario of, am I going to get everything that I want in my current circumstances, or is it time to move in a new direction to make that happen? So this certainly feels here, Capricorn, that there is a choice to make or a decision to do with what brings you fulfillment, happiness, joy, abundance. Some of you, it could be a money thing or business thing as well, in terms of, I'm never going to get to where I am in my current circumstances. That could be your own business. That could well be your current circumstances. So this is in order to get everything that you want, your wish coming true. What do I have to do? Am I going to get it in my current circumstances? Do I give a second chance to this, or do I move in a new direction? And it feels like you want more. You feel that you deserve more. Is what I'm seeing here. I feel that you're very focused in terms of what you want, and you're questioning whether your current circumstances is it. It feels like you're coming to the conclusion that it likely isn't. Now, you could also look at that in relationships. You could look at this in relationships and I've really tried. I've put in all my effort and hard work, but I just don't see this going anywhere. And I have to make a choice in terms of, is this my heart's desire? Is this everything that I want? Or is it time to move in a direction that I can go in search of that? So this is what I see for you here, Capricorn. It feels something is dawning on you this week, and you're seeing the signs. This isn't worth my time and energy anymore because it's not going anywhere. And I think that you're coming to, it's like answering the call in terms of what is everything that you want, whether it's in terms of money, business, career, whether it's in terms of relationship. The same thing applies here. Because we have the Hierophant and the Page of Wands moving forward in faith, it's almost like an answered prayer opening up a new path for you. The Page of Wands can be positive news to do with the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change. And you're being told to have faith and trust in that, something that feels more aligned for you. Similarly, it can be moving in a new direction, again, whether you're talking about personal, professional, life areas. This is about aligning with a new direction that promises growth, potential, creativity, passion, purpose. Deciding to move in a direction that, you want to see where it leads. This is the way I feel, heart and soul, I need to move in because it feels aligned for me. This is what I see for you here. Because we have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So the Five of Cups is acceptance of letting something go. It's not going anywhere. And that's when we tap into the potential and possibility around us, of what could be, the opportunities, the potential that can be around us to move forward on. When we accept that something isn't working out for us, something isn't for us, we let it go, we end it, we release from it, we accept that that's the situation here. So I feel that there's an acceptance that you're letting something go here. Again, something that you put a lot of time and energy into just isn't delivering what you want it to deliver, and it's not going anywhere. And this is that sense of answering the call to go for what really brings you joy, happiness, or go in search of that. The Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, this is very positive. It can be very positive news in terms of cultivating the new. So the Page of Pentacles can actually be about changes in terms of business, career. Sometimes we start over, we start again, we align ourselves with a path that feels right. If you felt that something wasn't going anywhere to do with your current job or your own business, this can be a very positive thing of something opening up for you, good news. A new path opening up for you, where you feel that you're moving away from something that's not serving you and moving towards something that is. So I certainly feel that it's a very powerful transition that you're going through this week in terms of letting go of something and moving away from it towards something that you feel can really grow into something significant. So in terms of jobs, business opportunities, these energies are lovely in terms of a new path to be cultivated. I also want to say here, Capricorn, this would also be a very powerful career change with the energies on the table. It can represent acceptance to let something go in order to move in a direction that brings greater fulfillment. So it can represent in terms of what you value, what you're putting your time and energy into. You might be starting and changing industries, and sometimes there's learning, skills development, qualifications, but this feels right for you. This is the right way forward for you. And that's a scenario here. So certainly even in terms of that scenario, there's levels to this reading. But this will be very powerful in terms of career change. Acceptance, it's time to let something go in order to align with something that just feels right. And similarly, you could be starting over. If this was to do with a love, romance, this is just not going anywhere. It's time for me to move in a direction that will bring me, joy, happiness, fulfillment. and align with that new path and go in search of that. And it certainly feels here, put, the challenges behind you, the difficulties behind you, and move in the right direction, which can be cultivating a new path, starting over for yourself, acceptance that it's time to let something go. But I will say for you here, Capricorn, you're aligning with a path that has such potential that can really grow into something. Does it require some work and effort? Yes. It requires action. It requires, practical thought and application as well. But it certainly feels here that you're moving in a direction of what you're looking for now. And feeling here, Capricorn, that you're moving in the right direction. You're being guided, and I feel it's a powerful choice in terms of what brings you fulfillment, happiness, joy, abundance. And it certainly feels here, Capricorn, aligning with that path and direction. Because there's a realization this is not it. I feel that you're answering the call. I mean, it certainly feels here, making a life choice, answering the call, the time is now. It's time to go in search of what brings me greater fulfillment, happiness and joy. And it can sometimes be things opening up for you as well that make you decide now is the time. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? We have inspiration and beauty is in everything around me. That is your affirmation for the week. It's a lovely affirmation. All right, let's see what we have for you as a spirit animal oracle message to finish off your reading. This is like a powerful realignment for you because you're figuring out the direction that you need to go in and recognizing this situation is not it. I love that. We have a bison, abundance, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So abundance is the 9 of Cups. Abundance can be energetic, fulfillment, joy, happiness, satisfaction, contentment, not feeling lack in our energy. It can also be to do with money areas as well, which is kind of the areas that I've touched on in your reading. Bottom of the deck, we have Owl, magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And we can have self-deception, as well with the 8 of Pentacles reversed. We can sometimes keep on trying. It can sometimes be that sense of, if I keep on trying, things will turn round. But the sign is that they won't, because there's a kind of realization here, almost like answering the call here, Capricorn, that it's time. It's time to move in a direction that will really bring fulfillment, joy, happiness, heart's desire, abundance into my life, and realize that this is just not going to be it. And this is what I see for you here. It's not for the lack of trying, but Spirit is telling you the direction that you're heading in. You are being guided towards this direction, and expect the wondrous to emerge. This is a blessing. Capricorn, that's what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you next time.